Hey guys, welcome back to this week's gaming news. This is a very late video. I did want to get this one out there just because of reactions and just a lot that's happened in the gaming industry. So for anyone that's probably already knows about this, it's I guess more of a chance for me to cover what happened and give you guys my opinion. I was playing Suicide Squad, getting a review out. I didn't get an early copy or anything like that, so I had to buy that one. If you haven't, check out my Suicide Squad video. And if you're new here and if you like that kind of video, reviews, previews, gaming news, drop a like, hit the subscribe button, help us out. We're a growing channel and our goal right now is to hitting that 500 subscriber mark. So let's get into like probably the most outrageous, crazy news that's happened this week. Unless you live under a rock, you've probably heard rumors are going crazy right now with Xbox. There's just so much going on. Take all of this with a grain of salt. That's why I said rumor. None of this stuff is confirmed right now. So don't go out and throw out your system or anything like that. But remember Hi-Fi Rush? We had reported that that was actually going to go multi-platform. So was Sea of Thieves. Rumors started going a little crazier with Gears of War, Halo. All of these games that are normally just Xbox exclusives will be eventually coming to Sony's PlayStation 5. And I think the Switch for certain ones. Point is, internet went wild. Xbox fanboys went crazy. PlayStation fanboys were having fun. This is amazing. Yeah, we get to play the games we hate on. No, it's so bad, I would say, to the point that Phil Spencer came out and he actually tried to put things to rest by saying, hey, we're going to be having a business discussion or some kind of preview, some kind of direct regarding our future business practices next week on Monday. Really odd choice of words, if you ask me, for my opinion. I think no matter what, it was like kind of like a missed opportunity to say, hey, Xbox games are staying on Xboxes, right? That's what people wanted to hear the most is that, the $500 system that I purchased is not going to go to waste. If you're playing Xbox games, you're either playing them on Xbox or you're playing them on PC, since there's that whole play anywhere thing. And, if this is your first time watching one of my videos, I'm huge Xbox person. I used to play the 360. It was probably my favorite console that I had that got me into online gaming. This generation, I did buy the Series X first, but ever since I upgraded my PC and got a lot more into PC gaming, I really just don't use my Xbox as much anymore unless I'm on the couch. So it's kind of just been the play anywhere is a really cool thing for gamers, right? But for people that purchased a system, unless you just have an Xbox, then I guess you're benefiting. But if you've got a PC and eventually, if these rumors are true, right? If you do have a PlayStation 5, it almost defeats the entire purpose of owning an Xbox. And I hate to come out and say that because it's like saying, hey, Xbox is giving up, they're going third party. Who knows? Like I said, these are rumors. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. They probably are going to keep making systems, but it just looks like maybe, and just maybe, I even forgot to throw this one in. Starfield was the big one, right? Starfield was the one that was supposed to just be on Xbox, and that one was rumored to come to PlayStation. And then on top of that, if just last week, I think they showed Indiana Jones. I was hyped for this game, and now I'm hearing that I get to play it on PC and Xbox and eventually PS5. Maybe they're just going, 1 year exclusivity and then they're bringing it to PlayStation. Sony right now has been dropping some of their exclusives on PC to get a little bit of that market share. All things aside, at the end of the day, these are businesses and they want to make money. So the more places that they can sell their games, the more money they're going to make. It is a little weird though, because, if you look at just like the PlayStation situation, or if you look at the Nintendo situation, people like me and a lot of other people, we buy PlayStations to play PlayStation exclusives. We buy Nintendo to play Mario, Zelda, all that stuff that's not going to come on any other system, right? Or I just wouldn't have a Switch. So Xbox doing this in a way is, I hate to say it, but you're almost stabbing your fan base in the back. Again, I don't know what's going to happen. None of us do. Rumors are going around saying that, they're going Game Pass exclusive. They're just going to be publishers. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's wait until next week and let's kind of see what's happening. I hate to say it. I have a system and I'm a little worried. I don't think it's going to be anything drastic, but I wouldn't be surprised if the focus is going to be a lot more Game Pass. Maybe a portable system, like the ROG Ally or something just to run Game Pass game. From a gamer perspective, the more places we could all play these things, the better, right? It sucks when this stuff is being gate kept on other systems, but for someone that just has this system, man, I'm at a point where I really feel for you. And it just seems like over and over and over, they just keep making weird business decisions. So here's hoping that, Monday or whenever this thing is goes pretty well, and then the news are actually we're all kind of wrong is what I'll just say. Besides Xbox, Sony had some news too. They did a state of play and they showed off Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, or whatever name we're doing. I guess we're going in the Kingdom Hearts direction. I'm just glad there's not 1.5, 1.8, or any of that other weird stuff that they do. But Final Fantasy, if you guys haven't seen this right now, I mean, I would stop everything and go watch it. The reveal looks awesome. If you've played, Final Fantasy 7 Remake like me, and you loved it, this game looks like it's going to be even better than that. I was actually one of the people that grew up when Final Fantasy 7 came out. I didn't have a PlayStation 1 when I grew up. I I think it was on PlayStation 1, but I never got to play Final Fantasy 7. It's freaking awesome. I mean, people are on there. They are making songs with the piano. They showed off new ways of traveling, switching between characters. The game looks great. It comes out at the end of February. It's something I'm definitely going to review. I would definitely go out and check that state of play. In a crazy dystopian, welcome to the future way, we are losing access to just so much shit nowadays. And Sony is furthering this agenda right now. So Sony's actually getting rid of Funimation, and everything's migrating right now over to Crunchyroll. All of the Funimation's customers right now are all going to be experiencing a price hike. I think they're going to start spending $100 a year just to have the service that they used to have. And on top of that, if you bought, seasons of Dragon Ball Z or any kind of other anime, none of that is going to be porting over. None of it. I don't know what engineers they have there. I don't know if it's a laziness thing, but the statement was honestly really shitty, saying, "Hey, I know you guys, had these purchases and tough luck, but we'll do our best to give you the best streaming experience." And honestly, it's just a load of shit. It's lazy, inexcusable. I feel like there should be laws to protect towards this. And it's one of the main reasons that, I mean, I never buy movies online digitally, honestly. I just rent, I'll stream. That's basically it. But I do buy a lot of digital games. Steam, I'm kind of forced to on PC. My Xbox system might have just hundreds of games, especially because of the backwards compatibility. And I think at any moment, Microsoft can screw me over and just not port them over to the next system. Same with Sony. I haven't bought a physical CD disc game, I think, since maybe the PS3 days. And even then, I was, starting to go more digital. It's super shitty. I mean, I did it first because of space reasons. It's just, I have enough of a collection, right? It's just, I don't need to take up any more space in my house. But just the idea, and what's wild here is a lot of people were just like, eventually you're not going to own anything. Corporations are just going to screw everyone over. And, we're all like, whatever, crazy conspiracy. It's never going to happen. And it's slowly happening, guys. Best Buy already is shrinking. They are getting rid of all their physical movies. Xbox last year had that hack, and their game systems, if those are still coming out, are all digital only. Partly maybe just screwing over GameStop, screwing over Best Buy, Walmart, Target, all these retailers that sell their games. It looks like the future is going more digital. And I mean, when you go digital, yeah, the sales are cool. Steam is probably one of the best places to go digital. But at the end of the day, the company is going to control the price, right? Nintendo is a prime example. Their digital game store rarely has sales, right? Pokemon games that are 5, 6 years old right now are still $60. It kind of puts like a monopoly on things. There's no way for you guys to even buy these games unless you buy it from them. It's a weird dystopian future, guys. It really is. And it makes me a little nervous. It makes me kind of want to start buying physical again and start owning my stuff. And overall, I'd rather just own something, right? Someone can't take it from me. And, I can always sell it. I can get rid of it. Don't sell it to GameStop and get, $2 for it. But yeah, I still got my Nintendo 64. I wish I kept my GameCube. I wish I kept all my Game Boys. To be honest, I might go back and buy some used ones just to have, because I just love those systems. But my Super Nintendo's still there. And there's a weird feeling you get, when you have something real old and nostalgic. And companies are, saying, screw that. You guys are tough out of luck, right? So anyone that's buying digital, anyone that's interested in it, I mean, take this as a warning. Everyone has been saying this is happening, it's going to happen. That future's here, guys. That future's here. Sony's already starting it, and it looks like, it's going to get into gaming very, very soon. Speaking of shitty futures, who knew the amazing Rocksteady would just fall so hard? Besides people that are fanboying over Suicide Squad that are just honestly really, really blind, the game came out to really, really bad reviews. I think right now its Metacritic score is worse than Redfall, which kind of says a lot. And I think it's not because Redfall is a better game than Suicide Squad, but maybe, just maybe, people, Rocksteady set the bar so freaking high. They really did. They set the bar so high with Arkham, all of their Batman games, and to have this be the game that they come out with 9 years later, yeah, it's a slap in the face, guys. It's not to say that there's not a little bit of fun to be had when you're playing it. If you're interested in my full thoughts, check out the review. But overall, I mean, the game is getting slammed everywhere critically. A lot of leaks have been happening, and it's really just leaks due to laziness. I think there was a leak on the next character that's, besides that weird dystopian, horrible Joker. I don't understand why the Joker gets worse and worse every time we see him after Heath Ledger, but it is what it is. But the next character is going to be Mr. Freeze or Freeze. And the reason this even is leaked, besides that graphic that they gave us that kind of was obvious, Brainiac at the end, spoiler for anyone, I guess. I mean, you fight Brainiac, right? That's the end game. But he calls you Freeze. There is a video clip circulating online of him accidentally calling you Freeze. And I think the guy was playing like Harley or someone. And, he's taunting, calling him Freeze. Some kind of glitch, some kind of mistake. And yeah, next character will be Freeze with guns. Maybe guns that freeze people. We'll see what they do. Or maybe you have to hold a certain button to use the freeze effect. We'll see. But again, I mean, check out my full thoughts. I really, really tried with that game. I wanted to like it. And it just had its moments here and there. But overall, it just wasn't working for me. In some more Sony news, they're going to keep milking this Last of Us train. So they dropped some kind of documentary on the making of Last of Us 2. If you're interested in it, check it out. I think the actress for Abby came out just saying how, like, man, people were bullying her and things over the game, which is really shitty thing to do to someone. It's just a game, guys, not that serious. But Neil Druckmann, the guy with all the ideas, says that he's finally got an idea or a concept for Last of Us 3, which says to me is, hey, I'm making a lot of money out of this. Let's come up with more ideas. And, the reason I'm saying this is whenever a series doesn't really have a full plan, and we can go back to the new Star Wars trilogy, it sucks. It really just goes to shit. And at the end of the day, the company is worried about getting money. So they're just like, hey, get us a second one. The first one did well. Okay, now get us a third one because that second one did well. Let's keep milking this cow. And maybe, I mean, HBO, all the money they made off the show, they want more seasons. But I'm a little worried. I mean, I like Last of Us 1. I think they did really well. I personally feel like it's top 10, top 20 games that's ever come out. Engaging, amazing action, amazing story, amazing world. Then you have Last of Us 2. Amazing action, amazing graphics, but just story and character development for me just didn't work out. It just wasn't as peak as it was as in Last of Us 1. People will argue otherwise. It just didn't do it for me. And spoiler alert, no, it's not because Joel died. It's just, for me, I just felt like it was very corny. The whole revenge story and all that. But, I didn't even have a YouTube channel during then, but those are just my thoughts. It just didn't work out. But then if we get into Last of Us 3 and you don't have a plan, but you've got a concept, that just tells me that you're just trying to make some more money, man. That's it. And, I'm hoping Last of Us 3 is good. Maybe they could kind of capture what happened in Last of Us 1 a little better. But, my hopes aren't that high. Of course, I'll play it when it comes out. It's going to be something that I want to try out. But yeah, Last of Us 2 just left a sour taste in my mouth. And, even with season 2 coming up, for the show, I'm just not as excited as I was for the first one, honestly. So I hate to talk all bad news when I do these videos, but I do have a little bit of good news. So remember that game Elden Ring that won Game of the Year that got people into Souls games and was just all over, TikTok, YouTube, everywhere, got just a ton of good press, amazing game. I think I even gave it a 10 out of 10. Well, we're all waiting for some kind of DLC, some kind of follow up, and I've got some awesome news, guys. I hope you all have phones because they are looking to make a Elden Ring mobile game. So, phones, we're back.
We don't have any plans at the moment to do PC. Do you guys not have phones?
Yeah, you guys all have
Everyone's got a
phones,
phone.
right?
You can play on your tablet too.
Yes, it's also on the Switch. You're right.
Hello.
I don't know what the fuck they were thinking. I really don't. I truly, I hate to say it, but Elden Ring on a phone makes absolutely no sense. Every single time we've seen these big franchises go mobile, it's been shitty. It really has. Diablo, whatever's happened with Call of Duty at this point with their battle passes and shit. Then you've got, PUBG that went mobile. And one of the most popular ones is Genshin Impact, right? Which is just milking people for money. It's one of those gotcha games. And that's a huge popular game. I think a lot of people still play it. And Tencent, who's involved in this, is trying to make a Genshin style Elden Ring. Paying for, I don't know, armor, paying for skins, or paying for loot boxes. It's going to milk people. It's going to be free. I might have to freaking try it. I hate to say it. I might have to try it just so that I can, give thoughts on it. But I'm not looking forward to it, man. I can't believe after just all this time, we're not getting any updates on DLC. We're not getting any updates on expansions, even a freaking sequel, just something to follow up this game that was just so good. The best news that we've gotten, right, has been some leaks here and there, but a confirmation is a mobile game, guys. Really, like that's where this is all going. In the future of gaming, we're losing our right to games. We're not going to have physical media anymore. And everything we know and love is going to become a mobile game with ads or, unlocks or boxes that you have to open just to power up. And you can get all that for free, grinding for 5 or 6 hours, or you just pay us a little bit of money and you can, get a really cool sword. Again, so many companies have tried this and it just, in my opinion, it just hasn't worked. There's not one popular one. I mean, Diablo 4, if you want to argue, is just a better version of the mobile game that we paid $70 for. And that kind of says a lot about what they did with Diablo 4. I hope this is just some stupid rumor. I hope it's not confirmed. I hope it never comes out. I hope people don't play it. If it does, I might have to just to give you guys my thoughts because I can't just bitch about something and not give it a shot. But that's it for the Elden Ring news. Here's hoping we get some more. If you made it this far, appreciate you guys stopping by. I mean, again, it's a super late video. I wanted to get this out usually early in the week, Monday or Tuesday, but Suicide Squad, I really wanted to rush that game out and beat it only because, it was freaking short. Skull and Bones has an open beta. It's something I will probably be trying and dropping a preview on just to let you guys know what train wreck that is. And on top of that, I think right now Helldivers 2 is out. It's something that I want to buy and work on as well. So just keep a lookout for my videos. If you like this type of style, if you like news videos, drop a like, hit the subscribe button. Let me know what you think about this Xbox news. I know it's a rumor. It's probably the biggest thing I wanted to cover here. And, as an owner of the system, I'm a little worried, but we'll see what happens Monday. See you all in the next video. Catch you guys later.